The lesson for today is called Get to the Hole, version 1. So let's find out what that's all about. So, warm up without answering, so without doing math. You can, I guess I just don't want the exact answer. But, without answering, tell me all you can about the following expression 3/4 plus 1/6. So, just think about those sentence stems that you see right there at the bottom. There's 3 sentence stems. Go ahead and pause it and see if you can use all 3 sentence stems, and then press play, and then we'll talk about the sentence stems. Say pause. Welcome back. All right, so things that we might think from this. The answer will be more than 3/4 because we are adding 1/6 to 3/4. That makes a lot of perfect sense. Our answer will be larger than this number because we're adding to that number by adding this number. The answer will be less than, I think this answer will be less than 1. I think it'll be less than 1 because 3/4 plus 1/4 equals 1 whole. But 3/4 plus 1/6 should be slightly less than 1 whole because a sixth is smaller than a fourth. Remember, the larger the denominator, the smaller the pieces. And then I think the answer will be between 3/4 and 1 whole because we are adding 1/6 to 3/4. So that will be somewhere between our original number and 1 whole because 1/6 is smaller than 1/4, so it can't be 1 whole. All right, let's move forward. Lesson for today. Think back to first grade. Think back to first grade. Do you remember the make a 10 strategy? So if you don't, they included a video for you. So you can go ahead and watch the video. So yeah, go ahead and press pause and then you can watch the video. All right, welcome back. So we watched the video on how many more to make 10. Now, so what they're showing you here is decomposing numbers. So instead of looking at 8 plus 5, we could think of this as, because we know that 8 plus 2 equals 10, we could think of this as 8 plus 2 plus 3, right? So 8 plus 2 gives us a full 10, plus the 3 gives us 13. It's just a flexible way of looking at numbers. Basically, if you think about it, you could also split 8 into 5 and 3. 5 plus 5 would be 10, plus 3 more would be 13. So you can decompose numbers to try and make them easier to add. So you could also do the same thing with fractions. How much more to get to a whole, right? Or you could look at it as decomposing a fraction to figure out how many wholes. So 3/4 plus 3/4 is obviously going to be more than 1 whole because 2/4 is a half, so 2/4 plus 2/4 equals 1 whole. If you think 2/4 plus 2/4, that would equal 4/4, that's 1 whole. So 3/4 plus 3/4 is absolutely larger. All right, now, one of the ways that we can think about that is by decomposing 3/4. So here's 2 ways to look at it. On this side, they kept the first 3/4 the same, and they turned the second 3/4 into 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. That allowed them to combine 3/4 plus 1/4 to get 1 whole, and then 1/4 plus 1/4 to get 2/4, which is the same thing as 1/2. So it's almost like a way to kind of turn it into mental math. So today is the day where you can actually turn it a little bit into mental math. And then, of course, check your work with the algorithm. On this side, what they did is they took both 3/4 and decomposed them. So they took this 3/4 and turned it into 1/2 plus 1/4. And this 3/4 and turned it into 1/2 plus 1/4. And that gave them 1/2 plus 1/2 on this side, and 1/4 plus 1/4 on that side. So once again, half plus half equals 1, fourth plus fourth equals 2/4, which is the same as a half. So either way, you can decompose it, and you can get a mixed number. So we'll take a look at a few more examples when we come back. See you then.